We got more Gacha games able to be pre-ordered. We got Gacha game servers mysteriously disappearing and even Japanese servers closing before the English ones. Let's talk about it. What is up, everyone? It's Daikin here, bring you another episode of Gacha Covered, the Gacha Gaming News Show that bring you the news and it's spill the tea. We got plenty of things to talk about for brand new Gacha games for you guys to actually be able to pre-order, and of course, games mysteriously coming off the market, and of course, this game's just closing their servers. We got plenty of things to talk about today. Let's go and get started with today's show. Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage is available pre-order on iOS and Android devices. Now, there's no official release date for the game, but it is available to pre-order. They actually already do have the pre-order bonuses up, which is going to be given crystals. I'm guessing it's going to be the gacha currency of the game, and it's pretty much going to be another rhythm gacha game like other Hatsune Miku games that you came to see before. So the rewards here are going to be 300 crystals and 700, 1,500 and 3,000 at 150,000 pre-registrations for the pre-registration bonus rewards. Now, the unique thing about this game, outside of the main Vocaloids that you come to know, which are going to be classified as the virtual singers, there's going to be different groups and up to 20 playable brand new characters within this game that are going to be in their own separate groups. The groups are going to be Leonid, More Jump, Vivid Bad Squad, Wonderland's like Showtime, and 25G Nightcore Day. So there are going to be plenty of different characters for you to play outside of the main Vocaloids. I'm guessing there's going to be plenty of different new songs and all this type of stuff that you come to know for rhythm games. The long-awaited Gacha RPG Blue Archive, it finally got its official release date of November 8th, so that's right around the corner. I believe that's next Monday for next week for when that game will actually go live. The pre-orders have actually been live for the game for a while, and now you actually just know when the release date is. So I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this game to come to the global market, and it's finally coming. So praise be to people who finally get to play this game. I've been looking at it as well since I've ever seen that character Asuna. Oh, Asuna. I really do like that one character. That one character may actually get me to try out that game. I'm not gonna lie, but it is a chibi style aesthetic game that has very nice art style when it comes to the actual character art, and overall it just looked like a very pleasing aesthetic game. Now, of course, there were some worries about the publisher actually being Nexon for the game, and if you know the history of Nexon, they weren't really good back in the day, but who knows, maybe they turned a new leaf and maybe they could do some good for this game. So I'm just hoping the best for the servers and the global market of Blue Archive. I don't want to see this game fail based on a bad publisher. So please, Nexon, let's do some good things for this game, and I hope that Blue Archive is well and thriving. So get this, apparently the global version of a Japanese gacha RPG called GoetiaX, the global version, which they call themselves the multiplayer RPG, just mysteriously went offline. Like, no one can log into the game, and it has been offline for a while. There's been no talking on the Twitter, no talking on the Facebook, and apparently the Discord is now dead too. They said no word. They just cut the servers off, and no one has been able to play the game. Now, this, I feel like, is a very unprofessional way to do it. If you're going to not have a game under service any longer, at least tell your fans. At least make sure people aren't spending their money on your game until the very last minute. Do not let people think they're about to get on the game one day, or feel like that, you know, just there's an extended maintenance on the game for like a week or something and the game is just going to come back. You can't just do this, man. You got to give some type of word. I don't know how long it's been out, but apparently people have been trying to log into the game for apparently like a week or two now, and apparently you just can't. I went inside the Discord to see if I could find some more news on it, and apparently the players have been saying, yeah, the server, they just haven't said anything, and the server just shut down, and everybody just went to go play the Japanese version of people who just wanted to play the game. But how do you guys feel about this situation, man? How would you feel if a gacha game you were just playing just shut down the servers with no word? This is super unprofessional, and like I said, you gotta give people word. You know, you're running a business here. That's just not a good look for anything, especially if you want to branch out and make future games after this title. You know, with this on your record as far as your global audience, if there is another global audience or any other game that you make, we just know there's a possibility that the server just may go down one day without any notice. So please, if this is your game, please make some type of notice about the servers going down and this is the end. At least address it, is what I'm saying. Like, I know it's done and gone. It's been about 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long it's been, but by this time, even though it's better late than never, right? It's like, hey, we shut down the servers of the game. I'm sorry we didn't tell you guys right away. Something like that, man, because this is horrible. You can't do people like this. So some alarming news actually came out for Phantasy Star Saga Idola players in the form of the closing of the Japanese servers. Now, this is only for the Japanese servers that this statement has actually been issued, and no word has actually been made for the English server, leading the global audience in question about what's going to happen for the future of their game. Now, the devs have come out to actually make an official statement about this, and this is what's said based on a translation that someone made. The reason for the termination is only described to be difficult circumstances regarding keeping the game running. The message by the devs above say circumstances related to the game as well as game quality. Because of this, they reached a decision to shut down the game. Star Diamonds will no longer be purchasable starting October 31st at noon. January 12th, 2022 at noon is the official termination time. Until then, players can still register to the game. 5 p.m. same day as above will be the start of accepting refund requests. Nothing is stated about an offline version of the game. So being it is a Japanese game first before the global version, this makes the global audience question what is going to happen to their version of the game. Are they just going to be inevitably included in this as well, but they're just going to get the notice at a later date? They have no idea exactly what's going to be happening, so they're just in question and wondering what is this going to happen in there in the day. And yeah, it's just a very frustrating situation for the global audience for Phantasy Star Saga Idola at the moment. So the whole situation regarding Phantasy Star Idola actually just caught my interest because you never really hear about a Japanese game actually doing better in like the global market usually. Usually is like very good inside of their market and then like it does okay in the other markets. But if this is the case, if it's truly a case of like the game is doing bad in their market, so they're pulling off the shelves and closing servers specifically for the Japanese, but the global actually get to stay because it actually is making them money, then that's pretty interesting. I don't think there's ever happened to any like big gacha game or any main gacha games out there. Usually if there's any server that's going to be closed, it's going to be other servers outside of the main source. So if it's like a Chinese game, then of course the Chinese won't stay up. If it's Korean or Japanese games, then those servers stay up depending on where is that from the game. But yeah, usually the other servers, the global markets and stuff like that, those are the ones that are usually being shut down, and then just the main ones stay. You've seen it happen plenty of times to plenty of games, and this wouldn't be the first case if that was the case. But no, this is the opposite direction, and that's why I thought it was pretty interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one, because hey, if this one happens, this will go down in history, I feel like. Anyway, that is it for today's episode of Gacha Covered. Let me know down in the comments below how you guys feel about everything for today. Are you going to be trying out Blue Archive or the Hatsune Miku game? Also, let me know how you feel about the servers of the one game mysteriously disappearing. And also, how do you feel about the Japanese server of a game actually disappearing or closing before the actual English server? I thought that was pretty interesting, so I definitely wanted to bring that up. Anyway, if you like anything I had to say today, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, follow me on my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see you next time. Signing out.